Welcome, Monday morning, Thoughts Roundup. I appreciate you folks that are tuning in daily. Of course, 5 days a week. And I appreciate the fact that you are listening. Sometimes I wonder why you do, but nevertheless, I'm glad you do. In the Air Force, and of course the aviation, military, they insisted, it was a rule, that anyone that jumped out of the planes had to pack their own chute, pack their own parachute. Why? Why was that rule made? Simply, but when they pulled that rip cord, it had to be right. And if it wasn't right, it had to be of their own doing. If anybody was negligent, it had to be themselves. No one else could be blamed. And no doubt the person would do it more right if they knew that their life depended upon that. So, there's most things we cannot depend on people. We can't afford to. In this life, there's so many things that we can't depend on anyone else. There's so many times that we pull the ripcord, so to speak. And what happens is all based on what we have done prior. You know, take just like speaking. You can't wait till you get introduced and just hope that something wonderful and rich and good will come to you when you start to speak. When you get to that podium, you need to have those notes so ready. And not only the words written down that you want to make you remember, you also want to be sure that it's laid out in such an order that you can recognize it quickly in what you want to say. Well, most people don't read like their sermons. If they do, most of the time they're not very interesting. There's very few people can read a sermon and it come out anything. It has to appeal, it has to go through the personality of the person. And the person has to pray and fast and seek God and study and organize, and then he pulls the ripcord and he floats along with it. Skeletons. You know, I think of it like we come here as live skeletons, and so much we have to add to our lives, our thinking, our physical. God leaves an awful lot of it up to us, but he makes us able to do it. So, if you're just starting in life, pack your own chute. Don't depend on everyone else.
Oh, no.
God bless you.